Developing this morning, a carjacking suspect and a victim are recovering in the hospital. The police chase that ended in a crash.
A crisis in South America as troops and citizens clash in a deadly confrontation at the Venezuela-Colombia border. A look at the destruction as protests continue over the entrance of humanitarian aid.
Plus, extra security will be in full force at a local carnival. The social media threat that has officers in St. Johns County on high alert.
Action News Jax this morning starts right now.
Live, Fox 30 Action News Jax this morning begins with breaking news.
Action News Jax is on two top big stories this morning. A man is dead after 4 separate shootings overnight. Reported within 4 hours just how close 2 children came at being a target.
One lane is back open this morning on I-95 after a section of that highway was shut down by US 1 because of this semi-truck fire. This is video of that fire. Was carrying some 9 cars.
And that breaking news on the west side, you're getting a live look right now as JSO is actively searching right now for these 2 missing 9-year-old boys. You can see a JSO helicopter here up in the air behind the trees right now, but they are looking off of 103rd Street right now, an area where these boys were last seen there on the west side.
They've been missing now for over 12 hours. Thanks for joining us, everyone, on Action News Jax at 8 o'clock. I'm Phil Amato.
I'm Dawn Lopez. Let's get right to Action News Jax. Brittany Donovan live on the west side where she has seen JSO patrolling. Brittany, those boys were last seen near Melvin and Ricker Road.
One person is dead and at least 3 other people are recovering after shots rang out in 4 different shootings across Jacksonville.
And in one of those shootings, it happened at a home where 2 children were asleep inside.
And chaos at a government building in Virginia Beach when a gunman opens fire, killing 12 people and leaving at least 4 others hurt. This morning, we're learning that the gunman was killed during a shootout with police. Investigators are now working to find a motive.
Another Action News Jax investigation has uncovered nearly 400 complaints made just this year against Logisticare. That's a company that hundreds of people rely on in our area for medical transportation.
Now 8:07, covering St. Johns County now, where the sheriff's office is making progress on a new training complex. Action News Jax Sky Vision giving you this bird's eye view right over the treetops here of this property. This is at I-95 and State Road 16, and you can see the land here is all cleared out.
Toyota First Alert Traffic Center. Dawn?
A long-time sweet shop in downtown Jacksonville could be forced to move. How the founder plans to keep Sweet Pete's alive if the candy shop has to move out of its historic building. A concern looming about kids and their health in our public schools. After the break, the important item parents are leaving off their child's back-to-school list.
Welcome back, everybody. Good morning. All eyes on Atlanta. Right now, you're getting a live look at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium where all the action will go down in just a few hours for Super Bowl 53. Millions of people from all over the world will have their eyes on the 2 teams battling it out in this year's big game.
And as fans prepare to watch the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams rematch from the 2002 Super Bowl.
This is cool looking too. Strong winds in upstate New York caused this ice tsunami. That's what it's called. Look at this thing. Isn't this cool? It's along Lake Erie. It's just pushing these large chunks of ice onto the roadway here. And a live look at the Capitol this morning where a spectacular fireworks show celebrated Independence Day last night. Live look right now in Paris, where it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, where less than 24 hours ago, firefighters battled a raging fire in the Notre Dame Cathedral. Over 400 firefighters battled the fire, which consumed the roof and collapsed the 8 centuries-year-old cathedral spire.
We have complete team coverage this morning on the Notre Dame fire from its rich history dating back more than 800 years. And this is video of San Francisco City Hall as it lit up of the colors there of the French flag in solidarity of its sister city, Paris, in the wake of the cathedral fire. That's pretty amazing to see. Meanwhile, there was more than 800 years of history that was a part of that, sort of went up in flames.
Right. Action News Jack's Don Lopez picks up our team coverage now in the studio. And Don, you're breaking down the history of the cathedral for us this morning.
Exactly. The world watched. We all did. Heart just stopping when one of the most recognized buildings on the planet and one of the most important to the Catholic faith burned for hours on end. Notre Dame's medieval roof structure has been lost now, and it's just a part of the devastation from the blaze that's ravaging right now the iconic cathedral with so much history in the heart of Paris.
A magnet for 30,000 tourists a day and 50,000 on a week like this, Holy Week, the remembrance of Christ's crucifixion and resurrection. But it's a cultural tombstone as well. This religious treasure coming to life in the 12th century is famous for its innovative flying buttresses, iconic gargoyles, 3-rows windows, and of course, the spire. This is where Napoleon famously grabbed the emperor's crown from Pope Pius VII in 1804, a backdrop for American soldiers and French girlfriends during World War II. And home of Quasimodo, the fictional bell ringer of Victor Hugo's The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's also where Paris wept mourning in the days after the terrorist attack of 2015, where 130 people were killed.
Michael Jordan looking for more business opportunities, but he's not willing to look foolish for money. After the break, the phrase he says he's not saying for $1 million endorsement deal.